G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here. I hope you're doing really well. Just before we get on with this hilarious video, we had a massive week last week, the merch drop, the winter merch drop. It was a huge success and I just wanted to thank you all very much. If you didn't get your hands on it, there's still a few pieces of clothing available. Boy, you shut up, you past Butterfield, you bearded wanker. Listen here, ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe it. This sold out. Bloody hell, last week, this sold out. Ladies and gentlemen, this sold out. And you wouldn't believe it, this bastard sold out too. We sold out in 24 hours. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting here in shock. So many people supporting the channel and I thank you all so much. And to the people who missed out, ladies and gentlemen, next time for the next merch drop, which is in 2 months, make sure you are ready. Join the Good Motherfucker Club down below. The links are there. When you join the Good Motherfucker Club, ladies and gentlemen, we get in contact with you to make sure you're in line for the merch drop so you never miss out again, ladies and gentlemen. On with the video. We all know that there are some dead shits in the world. Just last week, in fact, we saw some perhaps future Nobel Prize winners drink hand sanitizer and very much die. 3 people died and 1 is permanently blind from methanol poisoning after drinking hand sanitizer in New Mexico, America, health officials said. Now I get it, some people are fucking idiots. That makes complete sense, all right? Those people exist. There's people like Vosh, okay? Those people exist. But they are adults and they make decisions that affect themselves. As long as it doesn't affect anybody else, that's fine. But when it does start affecting those dumb decisions, they start affecting other people, that's when I take issue. Particularly when it affects the most vulnerable people in society, kids. Believe it or not, there are parents out there right now with young children who are spreading lies and disinformation towards their own kids, their offspring, in an attempt to make them feel better about themselves with this ridiculous, absolutely abhorrent attempt at social justice politics. To their kids, they're lying to them. And what they're lying to them about is their own health, childhood obesity, and it's just fucking plain wrong. Just last week, I was sent a DM on Instagram. Make sure you go follow me at the Buttsman for daily content. It's fucking amazing. I even break out my nipples occasionally. That's not true. Maybe one day. With a link to the madness from the Instagram account moreloveorg, who posts about empowering parents to raise kids who are free from body hate, eating disorders, and disordered eating. Post by Edward Ginny Jones. This page, okay, that sounds good, okay? You don't want to promote body dysmorphia and things like disordered eating, whatever that happens to eat, if you eat your veggies first or your steak second, whatever you fucking want to do. But this page talks a lot about a lot of fucking shit, okay? It's all about white supremacy, sexism, racism, patriarchy, but they do focus on one thing, and that is body image, fat phobia, and the idea, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around this right now, the idea that fat doesn't exist. And reading this shit fucking pissed me off because I know firsthand that childhood obesity affects people and it can affect people for life. I was a fat kid. It was fucking horrible. It was bad, and I know that there are fat kids watching this thinking, fuck, I just wish I could be skinny, okay? It's not so much about being skinny, it's about being healthy. But being fat is not healthy. You need to change things within yourself. But if you're a young kid in primary school, you don't know anything about fucking diet. Even if you're in high school, you probably don't know anything about diet. It's up to your parents. Obese children are likely to stay obese into adulthood and more likely to develop non-communicable diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular diseases at a younger age. And therefore, die younger. But this Instagram page, it argues that it is better for them to die younger from obesity than to bring up the fact that they're fat fucks. I know it's nice to help people and protect their feelings, but sometimes these things need to be said. In my mind, there are 2 answers to the question, what do we do about childhood obesity? The right answer, number 1, is we fix diet and exercise. And number 2, the fucking wrong answer, the most horrendous answer, everything that this page says, all right? Strap yourself in, ladies and gentlemen, because moreloveorg is very fucking special. Here's some lessons in how to treat a fat kid. What do you do when your tween daughter or son, I guess, calls herself or himself fat? Guidelines for parents with kids who are in larger bodies. Kids in larger bodies. Are you the full fucking quid, dickhead. This didn't happen overnight. You didn't wake up and go, oh, fuck me, bro, I'm in a larger body now. Oh, well, everyone needs to fucking accept me. No, it happened over a period of time and you started to develop stretch marks around your belly button because you're smashing 15 LCM bars a day, you fat shit. Now, if your child decides within themselves that they are overweight, there's a few things you can do. Number one, make sure it's not body dysmorphia, because there's a lot of kids that think they are overweight and they're not, okay? But there are a lot of kids who are overweight, and if they need to address that, then you as the parent, as their guardian, as the protector of them, should give them the right advice, and that is to cut out sugar, carbohydrates, and go outside in the afternoon instead of fucking doing whatever kids do these days. For me, it was playing PlayStation and watching Foxtel. That's what allowed me to grow, and eating way too many simple carbs. According to this ridiculous Instagram page, here's lesson number 1. Don't tell them that it's baby fat. Don't say they'll grow out of it. And don't insist that they're not fat. They are beautiful. I don't know, when I was at primary school, the fat kids, I mean the real fat kids, they weren't really that beautiful. In fact, there was one kid there who took fucking a whole big packet of chips every single day to school. He was quite obese. He smelled like poo most of the time. So I wouldn't say he was beautiful. I'm sure his parents maybe loved him. I don't fucking know. What I'm saying is he was fuck ugly and smelled like poo all the time. Do you want your kid to smell like poo? Follow this page on Instagram. These statements make them feel more ashamed of their bodies. They suggest that fat is bad and something to get over or be ashamed of. I don't think being fat is something to be ashamed of, but it's something that you should address and try to work through, try to get over, try to lose weight. But fat is bad. Fat will kill you. Fat is killing so many people every single year. It kills far more people than coronavirus. But no one's doing anything about that. In fact, if you have coronavirus and you are fat, you're fucked. Lesson number 2. Teach them about weight stigma and fat phobia. Fuck you to the moon. No one has an irrational fear of fat people. No. I mean, maybe if we're in a room or a small elevator with a really, really large person, you worry about perhaps it's going to, the cables are going to break and fall to the ground and everybody dies. Sure, that may be fat phobia, but your child doesn't need to know about fat phobia because it is not real. Wait until they're older and they get on the internet and watch videos about fat phobia and they think to themselves, what the fuck is wrong with the world? Bodies are a social justice issue. For fuck's sake. Bodies are your issue. Sort it out, dickhead. Body politics are filled with racism and sexism. Parents who have kids in larger bodies, fat kids, need to become social justice warriors who are willing to fight the curb against the culture. There are people in this comment section that actually agree with this shit. These people exist out there, and that to you should be absolutely terrifying. I tell you what parents of fat kids need to be doing, not being social justice warriors. They need to stop feeding them fucking 18 nuggets every morning for breakfast with a big old fruit juice, alright? Stop giving them Nutri-Grain and Cocoa Pops and give them a fucking salad occasionally. Or just give them a steak with some veggies for dinner. That's all you need. You don't need chips every fucking night, all right? Or, I tell you what will happen if you don't do that. Your kid will continue to be fat their entire life, be a victim, and then they won't get any sex when they're 18 years old. They'll have no sex as an adult until you give them enough pocket money to buy a pocket pussy, and then you're all fucked. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm enjoying myself. Lesson number 3. Work on your own food and body issues. Now, I actually agree with this one. You should work on yourself. If your child is fat, you're like a young child, not one who can make their own decisions about what they eat, that is directly because of you. If you eat shit food, they'll eat shit food. If you don't exercise, they won't exercise. And if you die at a young age, you will leave your children parentless and they will follow suit with their kids. And that vicious chubby cycle continues. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for when this post goes absolutely fucking ridiculous? Like, really fucking ridiculous? Like, through the space-time continuum fucking ridiculous, alright? Are you ready? Because I'm fucking ready. Teach them to accept their bodies and never diet. Never diet. Not if you're 4,000 fucking kilos. Not if you're a semi-trailer walking through Woolies picking out fucking chips from every fucking aisle. That is the worst advice I have ever heard in my life. A diet is necessary only when you have lost control. That's what happened with me. I had to do that. I had to diet. But I didn't just diet, I changed my whole lifestyle. That's how I ate. But wait, there's more. Trying to change our body size and shape doesn't work, and dieting can lead to eating disorders. Sure, it could lead to eating disorders, or it could lead to a body that people actually like, and you might have friends or sexual partners, or you might one day get married. Otherwise, you're just going to be a fat shit living in the fucking basement of your mother like Vosh, all right? That's what's going to happen to you if you refuse to diet. Our main goal as parents of children living in larger bodies is to help them never, ever diet, which means you can help them accept their weight. That's a lie. What you are doing there isn't helping them. That is child abuse. And even worse than that, it's creating a weak piece of shit just like you who will do it to their kids. And so on and so forth. Lesson number 5 we're going to skip because it's find out the feelings behind the word fat. It's a word, feelings, fuck your feelings, all right? Lose weight. Lesson number 6, help manage the teasing. Here's a good way to manage the teasing. Not be a fat kid, all right? Change your diet. Change your lifestyle. Don't encourage your poor kid to smash as much food as you want and then cry at home when he gets bullied. Okay, of course he's going to get bullied. He looks different. Lesson number 7. Teach them to respond to adults who say, watch your weight and eat healthy. They know this is code for your body is unacceptable. No, it's code for you're too fucking fat and you eat too much sugar. That's what it's fucking code for. Learn about health at every size. Okay. Shall we? Let's have a bit of a Google. Okay, I'll level with you. I looked up Health at Every Size, and it's a book written by a lady called Linda Bacon, who now goes by Lindo Bacon because she's no longer a she. I'm going to fucking leave that right there. The final lesson is to work harder to find appropriate, cute clothing. Remind your children that the problem is never their body. It's the sizing of the fashion industry. Oh my God, these poor kids. These poor fucking kids. Blame the clothes and not themselves when things don't fit. This is the underlying tone of all of these lessons, is that it is someone else's fault and not yours. And this is what grows this victimhood complex, which haunts so many people in the modern world. Everyone is a victim. You play off it. You have points. Depending on how much of a victim you are. People look at you differently if you're more of a victim. They'll give you better opportunities in life because you're more of a victim. That is a terrible way to live your life. It is awful. Being a victim might seem cool or fun, or it might help you out in the short term, but long term it's going to be terrible for your physical health in this case and your mental health as well. This post and this page, in my opinion, promoting to people, parents and children alike, to when something happens to them, lay on the floor with their arms out and just cop blow by blow by blow. Because that is what life will do to you if you refuse to fight back or stand up. You have to. Being fat, I was a fat kid. I was a fat adult too. Right? I lost 25, 30 kilos or whatever it was. And then I put some back on quite a bit because I went on tour and drank way too much piss. But the Buttsman in the last 6 months has lost 14 kilos. I'm not bad at the moment. You see, it's a constant thing. You have to change your lifestyle and stick to it. That's why diets don't work, because you don't stick to it. Change your lifestyle, be healthier, and enjoy a better life. And don't encourage your kids to be fat, because it's fucking terrible for them. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East, be it extinct. And I'll see you all another time. Toodaloo off. Bye.